Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kristen. Welcome to the Zero Calvin channel. Please, have a seat and make yourselves comfortable. The show will begin in just a moment. If you are good and watch to the end, there might even be tea and biscuits.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's so nice to see everybody, all my friends in chat. It's so cool. Welcome to my second live stream ever. So today, this is a very informal kind of gathering of lots of friends. And I just want to play around with something called Midjourney. So as you can see here, it's midjourney.com. In case you want to play along at home, there's the URL. And what it is, it's a artificial intelligence program that can actually imagine, create, and paint its own pictures based on word description. So you can feed it things like grass field with yellow flowers at sunset or something like that, and it'll create like a picture from nothing. It's really, really weird and spooky, and it's better at art than I am for sure. This Midjourney isn't the only program out there that does this kind of thing. There's other ones I don't know off the top of my head, but this is definitely not the first one. But this is the first one that I think the average slob like you or I could get access to. So right now, if you go to midjourney.com, by the way, I'm not sponsored or anything, so I don't get anything. They don't even know who I am. But if you go there, it's an open public beta now. So you just go there, click join the beta. Now the weird thing is it actually operates through Discord. So it operates as like a bot on the back end of their Discord server. So you actually have to have a Discord account and sign up, through Discord. So when you click this, you'll get the invite, to join the beta. Let's see. What else do you want to know? Let me sign in real quick. You'll probably want to know like how much this is. Let me pop in here. So we'll click on billing and licensing and stuff like that. So you can try, for free for a little bit. So if you sign up, I think you get maybe 100 or so images you can create to play around with for free. After that, there's a basic membership for like $10 a month, which doesn't seem too bad. And you get about 200 images out of that you can play around with. If you really want to play with it a lot, for $30 a month, you get 15 hours of playing around with it. And let's say one image is about 1 minute of CPU time, so you got a ton of images you can create. So when you create these, you're probably want to know about like the terms and conditions and things like that. So right now, these are subject to change because they're still in beta, but right now, as they say, basically you can use unlimited images for whatever you want, with these few exceptions, and they don't want you to share out your account among a bunch of people, so that's reasonable. If you are a big corporation, then they want you to subscribe to the corporate subscription, which is also reasonable. And if you are using this on the blockchain, like NFTs and stuff like that, then they want you to give them a 20% royalty. And I think this may have actually changed, because I thought I saw on their Discord that they may actually have removed this, but I'm not sure. It's still on their official documentation, so I guess that's not the case yet. So anyway, yeah, it's pretty cheap and accessible. And with that behind us, let's see what the hell it is. So I'll bounce over to my Discord. There's two ways to interact with it. You can go, on their actual Discord server. You can go when you first sign up, you'll get sent to like a certain channel you can go to, and everybody is typing in commands in that channel. So it's like scrolling down, and you kind of have to keep track of what you just put in and stuff like that. It's a little messy, but once you once you actually subscribe, then you can actually interact with the Midjourney bot like it's a, like it's a friend, which is pretty cool. So you can just type in commands on your alone. So how you do this is you would type in something like / you start to type in imagine, and you get imagine prompt, and you can type in your words. So for instance, for this one, I typed in 0 Kelvin, right? And it came up with these 4 images. So it'll give you a choice of 4 things that it kind of is, 4 different versions of something it's thinking of. And you see in 3 of these, it has the same kind of person in it. I was wondering kind of where it got that person from. And I'm thinking it's Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. So I think it's actually making like a photoreal version of this cartoon guy, which is pretty cool. So I picked this one because that looked pretty cool. What it does is like, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have the choice to upscale 1, 2, 3, or 4, or you can ask for variations of any of these. So say if I wanted variations of, I don't know, this one here, which is number 3, we can click V3 here, and it'll give me variants on that one. So you can see it processing here, it's at 8%, and it'll start to fill in more and more details as it goes along. And it takes it about 30 seconds to a minute to fully process. So now we have different versions of these. Say we liked, I don't know, this guy. So this is number 4, because remember 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can get an upscaled version of 4. Click U4, and now it'll give us a bigger picture of it and actually fill in more details. Night Cafe and Art Breeder. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. The royalty thing, they keep bouncing around. Like, I think they have, somewhere buried, they have it a little more nailed down. But essentially, because it's a shared environment, that, they say that you are the rights holder to it, actually, which is kind of interesting. But you grant them usage of that same image, because what happens is it's these images are shared out to other people, and other people are also allowed to use them. So it's like a non-distinct, or whatever you would call it, license. Let's see, we can click on this guy. But I'm not exactly sure how that all works out. So it's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but it is interesting that it created it. So I want you guys to start thinking of something to type in, some kind of scene you want to see. So you can type in the things you want to see in it, like an object, what it's doing, time of day, the mood. You can even type in an art style, like you can say Rembrandt, or like a Van Gogh style or something like that. So if any of you have anything you want me to put in, just stick it in the chat. Neville says, what if you want to use the picture you created for print on demand? Is there any way to find out? Print on demand as in like using it for like a 2D print thing? Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it right now. You essentially own the image. Once you create that, they're letting you use it and do whatever you want with, even commercialize it for now, which is really pretty neat. Yeah, Jay, there is actually, if you want it to be truly private, I think you can actually, there's different commands and options and stuff like that, but I think you can actually type in private access, and from then on out, even if you're in like a channel or something, it'll keep your interactions private so that nobody else can see them. So if you're doing something specifically for your own corporate or your own use, I think you could use that to keep it under wraps. So nobody has any suggestions? Come on, guys. You want me to think of something for now? I'll get the party started, all right? Okay, so we'll type in something like a buffalo in a field of daisies. Is that how you spell daisies? Daisies? That's how you spell it, right? I don't even know. Hopefully it knows. How do you spell daisies? Terrible at spelling. All right, good enough. Is it D-A-I? Okay, well, we got the buffalo at least. Oh, cool. Thanks, Julie. So, Julie, you've been playing with this, I take it? So this one's kind of funny. It looks like it didn't know when to stop making a buffalo. It's like a buffalo train. This one looks promising though. So if you don't like any of these, you can click this button here and it'll make like another 4 for you. But let's do upscale number 3 here. Check that out. Come on, guys. You can dream up any little weird, dumb thing you want. So to answer your question, Jay, no, it looks like it uses another random seed to start out. So if you type in the same phrase again, you're not going to get the same set of images. So it's as if you hit this refresh. There's our beautiful artwork. So that's a pretty scary looking buffalo. But you could type in other things like photoreal and things like that, and I think it'll try to do a better job, because a lot of times I think by default it does it more like a painting style. Okay, we got some here. Black hole eating a planet made of chromatic fluid. Now I like that one. Hi Micah, by the way. All right, let's type in this one. JFK, let's see, JFK on the moon with a cup of coffee. Let's get that one going. That's pretty cool. I like this one here. It's still filling it in. That is so funny. All right, I'll let you guys choose your own if you want to pick any of these. I think this one looks pretty cool, but so this is, again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So for the chromatic fluid one, which one do you guys want to see upscaled? And also for the moon one, which one do you want to see upscaled? It looks like he has a milk mustache. That's pretty awesome. All right, Micah, since you picked that one, we'll do V4. So upscale 4. Okay, 4 for the coffee as well, or which one for the coffee one now? For the moon. Neville says number 2 for the moon. I kind of like that one too, I think. Guru also says that. He's the one who started it, so we'll upscale that one. I like it. So it's still processing this one. Yeah, Micah, you know, it actually, there's attributes and things like that you can inject in it, and you can actually tell it to start, to like stop early too. So if you like it less detailed, you can do that. Also at the end, if there's like too much detail in the image and you wanted it to be more of the blurry abstract look, then you can do that as well. I'll show you how to do that in 1 second once this is finished. Yeah, I agree, Christina. As an artist, it is like really kind of scary, right? Because some of these things it comes up with are actually quite artistic and interesting, right? So yeah, it's a little weird. I'm just fascinated. Like, I have no idea how they would do this, you know, because it's not like they just train a bunch of images on JFK or something like that. I mean, obviously it's roaming the internet or whatever and pulling in, you know, text tagged images and stuff like that, but it's got to be able to understand human language a little bit for the stuff that you type in, and also be able to understand how objects interrelate with each other. You know, like I did one with like cat riding a bicycle in the park or something like that, and it was able to kind of put a cat on top of a bicycle in the park. I mean, it didn't look like super great, but it existed. Actually, I can show you. I'll show you some of the ones I've done. So on their site, as you create these, in the back end, you also have access to them later, which is pretty nice. So these are some of the other ones I did. This one I thought was really interesting. This was Penny from Stardew Valley Photoreal. So it took pixelated images and figured out what Penny might look like, which is just amazing. And these were the choices I had to choose from. Isn't that crazy? A pretty ghost in a haunted house. This one I was trying to do Atlas, so a man carrying a planet on his shoulders. I was trying to see that. This was our very own Javers Lewis in the style of Vincent van Gogh. But, oh yeah, this was the cat one. So look, I mean, this is kind of like scary because the cat's like see-through or whatever, but it's sort of got the idea of putting a cat on a bicycle. So how the hell does it do that? I mean, you know, it's so weird. I think these were their original came up with, which were, it kind of had the idea. How does that do that? I made my donut. See, and I didn't even have to use Blender to make my own donut. This one was a test you can actually feed it an image. So if you give it a URL from the internet with an image, you can put that in and it'll use it as reference. And then also add a prompt. So I think this one was like, let me find the first one. I don't know if it's going to give me, so I fed it an image of a cat face. And then I typed in supermodel and it basically made a supermodel cat person. So cool, right? And it kept the green eyes and everything. It's so neat. And you can also tell it the percentage. I think if you give it a URL of an image, you can give it like a percentage of how much it affects the outcome. So you can have it mostly that image or not. Crazy stuff. This one I thought was pretty neat. Fire and ice hugging. So an abstract idea, fire and ice hugging. What would that look like? So I think originally these were the choices it gave me. So it actually has like an imagination to it, which is just wild. So, you know, in some forms it's more naturalistic, in other forms it sort of makes them humanistic. And wow, I just thought that was like the coolest thing. I was doing a woman made of ice. So it's coming up with choices like that. My favorite of all time is always Bob Ross Space Alien though. But weird stuff. But let's go back to our bot here. We're gonna catch up on chat real fast. Yeah, I like the haunted houses too. They looked really, I think they came out really well. Hey Darja, how you doing? Nice to see you on the old live stream here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can, Micah, you can definitely give it abstract things like a fart in the wind. I mean, I've seen people say like a tree in the park, but the tree is made of meat, or like weird stuff like that. Or, you know, I mean, we could try a fart in the wind. I'm up for it. What the hell? Hey, welcome back, Chris. Just in time for us to lower the bar by typing in a fart in the wind and seeing what happens with the what the robot comes up with here. While it's working on that, I can further explain this. So this is what the black hole eating a planet made of chromatic fluid looks like, or the one we picked, which is just really cool. I like how it also kind of fakes a signature down below too. Now, if you wanted one that was less detailed than this, so sometimes you'll get like a photoreal picture somebody puts too much detail in it, you can actually ask for a light upscale redo. So, and that'll redo it again, but with less detail. So this was Jay's JFK on the moon with a cup of coffee. So it kind of made a cup of coffee moon and put JFK on it, which is pretty interesting. I like how it has a coffee handle. And it almost looks like you're looking down into a coffee mug and it has coffee stains. The moon almost looks like coffee grounds too. So that's kind of cool. And it's definitely JFK-ish. So fart is banned. Wow. Okay. No potty humor. Bummer. That takes away most of my ideas. Yeah. Anybody else have one? So if here's one to try. A colorful, whimsical painting in a painterly style of a grandfather clock. Okay. I will do that, Julia. Colorful, whimsical painting in a painterly style of a grandfather clock. Yeah, Jay, no problem. I'll try that. Let's see. Let's see. I wonder. Copy image link. So I'll just do the first one on that page, Jay. And what did you want second square on that page? Yeah, that actually might make sense because it's kind of making squares. So copy image link. And did you have any words you want to add to that, Jay? And Julia or anybody else, feel free to pick one, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, or redo. I think I kind of like number 3, but what do you guys like? Yeah, I like the grandfather clock too. Like this one maybe, number 3. Oh, you know what? Come on, Jay, you can pick something. Okay, well, we can do Neville likes 2. We can do multiples. So I'm going to do Neville's, and we'll do the one I like. We can also ask for variations. So if we like this one here, we can ask for different variations of number 3. So I can click on V3, and it'll start making variations of this one as well. You like number 4 also, Julie? This one? That one's kind of crazy. It's like Salvador Dali, kind of like. Well, we'll go with that one too. What the hell? All right, Jay. That'll really confuse it. So I think we just give it the URL, and then let's paste in your thing. I think that should, oops. Why you no worky? Copy. Paste. I think that's all we have to do. Oh. It's still processing the other one, so. Okay. I'll try that one, Micah. That sounds funny. Jay breaks the internet. Yeah, Jay might very well fold the internet in on itself. So let's look at some of these guys here. So we got the different variations. Oh, that one's still processing. So we've got that one. Pretty crazy. Come on, buddy. If anybody wants any of these, and you know, I think most of the people here are on Jay's Discord, so let me know, and I'll share them, or I'll just share them anyway, maybe on Discord later, some of the nicer ones. So let's go back to Jay's weird one. So this was Jay's image, just so everybody knows which this one was. It's this image here it used as a base, along with the words deviant procrastination of harsh clouds. So it kind of looks like, in a little bit, that it took a little bit of a profile picture of it. You see maybe some of her lips, but it didn't borrow much from that image, and maybe some of the coloration I think it took from it, and the general layout of maybe the clouds. Yeah, I have a feeling too, Jay. It really didn't know what the hell to do with those words. We could try again with something else, a little more concrete. Okay, no problem. I may even dump them somewhere on one of my servers or something in one place, and I'll just share a link to there. So I'll like dump all of these there if you guys want to play with them yourself or have them for yourself. So let's try that again, Jay. Let's try / imagine and copy image link. What do we type? How about hippie? Let's see how much it alters it, or what it does. I should probably look at the attributes and figure out how to change the mix percentage, but I don't know. It's somewhere on their server. So it looks like it's doing an actual person, and it clued off of hippie, and now it's doing like hippy dippy colors, which is pretty cool. So again, we're using this image as the base along with the word hippie. Let me catch up on chat while it's processing. Micah, sorry, no. I think Jay's Discord is basically closed. You know, it's for people that support him. On YouTube, though, just go to on YouTube, on my channel, which of course you know about because you're on it. Just go to the About page and just grab my email address from there, and then feel free to contact me, and I'll like send you the link directly if you want. Okay, we got some more suggestions, but let's anybody, that's pretty neat. Anybody wants took that picture and hippied it up. That one looks pretty cool. So I want to try one other thing on that real quick. Oops. Before we'll get back to your suggestions in 1 second here. That's the same one, I think, hopefully. Got the ghetto keyboard here. Doesn't always get on my keys. Still haven't replaced it. One and two it is. Doing hippy dippy stuff, man. I don't know that it necessarily did photoreal. Well, it's getting there. And plus, when we upscale it, it'll do more detail, I suppose. Groovy. So they're, I guess, slightly more realistic. Pretty weird looking. Oh, it kind of looks like Jagger lips or something. These guys are still upscaling. It is. I like doing it as a group, Jay. All right, let's get some other ones here. So Jay had oceanfront real estate. Okay, we're finishing up some of these, looks like. So this one, that one's still processing. So that was one of our original ones, I think. It's definitely a hippie on LSD. Yeah, it definitely has the hippy dippy colors, right? And it kind of borrowed these same colors, sort of. Not sure it necessarily looks like her, but it's a female. I mean, that's a good start, right? Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, Jay. Let's actually see real quick. So you can give it image width and size things, aspect ratios, fast vibe, HD. You can do stuff like no plants. You know, like you can tell it to sync, you know, to zero something out. You can tell it to stop early. So like I was saying before, if you want it to be less detailed, you can just have it like end early. So you can give it a percentage. So you can say stop 50 and it'll stop at 50%. You can feed it a seed of something so that next time you can you type in those same words, you can feed it the seed and it'll be exactly the same starting point. I believe saves a video progress, image URL. Okay, IW, image weight. 0.25 is the default. as you increase to 1, so we can try like 0.9 or something like that and see what happens. So image weight, huh? So dash dash image weight. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Copy image link. Imagine. Hippie photoreal dash image weight 0.9. See what happens there. So I think in theory, if I'm not missing it, it should try to blend in more of the original image or use that as a greater thing other than just 25%. Unrecognized argument. Maybe I have to do it right after the image. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it would be right after the image. Let's try it. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Oh, I did only 1 dash. Maybe that was it. Damn it. Did I? Well, let's try it right after. I wonder if we can change the order of things. Let's do hippie first. And the image. And then the attribute. Ooh, looks like it may accept that one. Yeah, I think it was probably, I just forgot, I just did 1 dash instead of 2 dashes. That sounds cool. Rust, huh? More like this. So now theoretically, it's trying to be more like this image. I didn't type in photoreal though, but whatever. Okay, I don't know. I don't know that's necessarily true, but perhaps. Weird. Yeah, I guess it's closer. It has the same colored jacket and things like that. Black hair, hippied her up. I could see it. I could see it. Versus those. I don't know. Something you guys could certainly play around with. Midjourney.com. Try it out for yourself. Super fun. All right, now to go back. Oceanfront real estate. We'll try some more of your other ones. That's going to be scary, Julia. Hot cat meets hot dog. That's going to be frightening. 2, 1. One and two, huh? Or no, I'm looking at old stuff. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. I'm just catching up on chat. I'll let you watch it process. Yeah, so Darja, what we're doing, this is a program called Midjourney. So it's midjourney.com. But it's, I'll paste in the link for you. So it's a program called Midjourney, and it runs through Discord. So if you go to midjourney.com, it'll take you here. To try it out, you would click on Join the Beta, and it'll send you, I'll show you. It'll give you a invite to the Midjourney Discord server, okay? So everything runs on the Discord back end, so that's why I'm over here in Discord. Oh, nice. I like these pictures. And all it does is the computer generates these images just from the text things that you're feeding it. Or like we were doing earlier, you can give it an image as kind of inspiration and then give it other words to augment that. So, oh my God, these are great, aren't they? Some of them, since it's really dreaming and combining concepts, sometimes it comes up with really disturbing things or creepy, like weird things. So this is like obviously like a cat in a hot dog bun, sort of with a hot dog tail, maybe. Weird stuff. These are great though. I like these. Number 2, you like that one? I like number 1 also. I like that this one has a necklace of hot dogs. That's pretty funny. So we'll upscale 1 and 2. 3 is, I don't know about that one. 3 is a little weird, but 1, 2, and just for Jay, do you want variations of number 3? We'll do variations of 3 just to see what other weird ass things it's doing. So Darja, what it does is it gives you these 4, when you type in something, like we typed in hot cat meets hot dog, right? And it imagined what that would look like. Then you can pick variations, you can pick one of these variations. You can ask for more ones. I can click any of these and upscale it. So they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. So I asked for upscaling of 1 and 2. You can also ask for variations. So if I wanted variations of this one, like other images that are close to this one, we could click V3. So it'll give us variations of number 3. These are NFT worthy, I think. Oh my God, what have we created? Oh my God. Oh my God. The variations on that one are just going to be awesome. Oh my God, it's so weird. Look at the variations. It's just so wrong. Oh my God. It's like mutant cats sleeping in a bun to the cat is the bun kind of things with hot dogs just thrown in randomly, kind of weird tumors. Weird stuff. Yeah, that is. Oh, the horror NFTs version. So this is beautiful, I think. I noticed the hot dog is crushing another dog, maybe. I don't know. It's just... Oops. I like how it's like maybe a cat and maybe a dog, and then there's hot dogs thrown in because it also saw hot dog as an idea in itself. Oh my God, this is so wrong. Let's just take a break from that scary stuff and look at the oceanfront real estate for a minute. Let's pick a nice oceanfront real estate. Maybe number 3. Yeah, I love how a lot of times it makes signatures. I guess because it's taking inspiration from things it's seen on the internet that had signatures. So it always feels like it maybe has to add a signature of some type or a fake one. But yeah, Darja, this is 100% created by a computer. Like there's no human intervention other than us typing in some words. But yeah, the computer is dreaming these up and painting these pictures. Yeah, I hear you, Jay. I had to like spruce it up a little bit by putting in oceanfront real estate. The funny thing is, if I upscale that one, it probably won't even be spelled right. It'll be spelled probably the way I spell things, which is horribly. I did upscale too, right? Yeah. Yeah, see what I mean? It's not really quite oceanfront real estate. It's like it fed the words through itself and pictured it as an image or something. I don't know, kind of weird. And so it's like a abstract version of the text. Yeah, no real estate in the picture at all. It's your vista from your front porch of your oceanfront real estate. All right. So let's do some more here. Let's see if I can come up with something. You guys remember? Let's see. You guys remember the Muppets? Like Pigs in Space? Let's try Pigs in Space. Well, Darja, it won't really do a photo of you if we give it a photo of you. But it'll use that as inspiration along with like other words you can type in. So it depending on like, you can give it different parameters. Like you can tell it to favor the image more than the text and things like that. So I guess the answer to your question is yes and no. You can kind of, it'll, like we fed it this image here and typed in hippie. And this is what it came up with. So it isn't this picture, but it's it's the word hippie with this image as inspiration on what to do. So it took a lot of things, like it's a female character. It took the kind of like maybe the hair color and jackets and some of the coloration of things, you know, of the image, but hippied it up. So if you do have an image of yourself, like a URL somewhere, you know, image that we can get to from the internet, then if you want, you can post it here and we will try it out, Darja. Pigs in space! Wow, that is an alien pig in space. I like these. I like this one. It's like robo pigs and it's like a robo pig and a robo moon or something. I mean, a pig moon and a robo pig in space of some sort. I don't know. I'm gonna upscale number 4. Yeah, I like number 4 too, Julia. How about boats in woolly socks, or boats with woolly socks? Why not? I don't know what that looks like, but let's see if it can figure it out. Let's see. Let's try a boat in woolly socks first. Do we want plural or singular? I'll leave it as you asked for it. Boats in woolly socks. And just for science, boats with woolly socks. See what it comes up with, if there's any great difference, or it's just looking for keywords. Still dreaming about this one. That is craziness. Oh, I know, all right? It's a total YouTube thumbnail generator. Just type in some keywords on what your video is about. Bang, add maybe some text to it. Done. Mm-hmm. All right, pigs in space is processed. That's awesome. That is wild looking. I just love how abstract and it's able to do things. Like, you would think a computer would be very concrete. Like, it would just find pictures of pig and pictures of a space and paste one on the top of the other or something. But it's actually like blending a pig face into kind of a moonscape and giving it an outer glow, like you would see a lot of times. You know, it's putting some stars in the background, and this one sort of looks robotic. I don't know. It's just how I would love to know more about how they came up with this, or how it works behind the scenes. I looked at the about on the page, and it really doesn't say much other than it's just a group of a handful of people. Yeah, and the paint strokes and everything. Yeah, like makes it look like it actually painted it. It's crazy. How does it? Weird stuff. Okay, so let's look at boats in woolly socks. So we kind of got woolly sock boats. So kind of just used it as an adjective, sort of. And then boats with woolly socks. Kind of the same thing. So it's not really parsing out the sentence, I guess. Although this one did add boats and woolly socks. I like it. Woolly sock boats. I don't know that these inspire me very much. I Kind of like this one. Kind of like number 3. Maybe these, number 1. Everybody needs a woolly sock boat for rainy days. Oh my God. So another thing you guys can do, like I said, if you just bop into the, if you join the Discord thing through that link, you get like 100 free pictures or whatever. I don't know if it's 100, but you get a certain amount of free pictures you can try out. But it dumps you in the main, in the main Discord server. So the fun thing to do sometimes is just spy in on the actual channels on the Discord channel. So I got assigned originally to Newbies 4. So you can just click on the channel and you can just watch what other people are typing in and doing. So we have Mephistopheles, demonic, portrait, realistic. And the cool thing is, like, while other people are generating these, you can jump in on their bandwagon. So I can now, if I wanted like other versions of, say, this one, I can click on, V2 and get other variants of this or something like that. So you can kind of branch off from the work of other people. So it's really neat to kind of look through these and see what other people are putting in and the results they get out. Like this one's pretty cool. I gave it an image, which is this image here. And biosphere world inside giant terrarium, bonsai scale, landscape, highly detailed, dramatic lighting, photo style, and 16:9, although that doesn't look 16:9. And it came up with that. So it actually used this as a reference and created that, which is pretty cool because it actually went the other way, because this is more painty and this is actually more photoreal, which is pretty cool. How did he get that? Highly detailed, maybe typed? Oh, photo, maybe using the word photo. I don't know. Pretty cool. But you can see like a lot of text helps out, in zeroing in on what you're actually looking for. Pretty cool. It's just neat seeing all the other things that these people created. So these were the original 4 that created. So he kind of kept branching off and picking ones that he liked. So he picked that, and then I think he may have then he upscaled it some more a couple times. Neat. Pretty cool. All right, let's get back to our own little private Idaho. I think our artwork is much better. I think floating sock boats is where the future of artwork is going. I mean, you got to admire it. Like, it combined the idea of boats and woolly socks in an image somehow. That's pretty cool. Mind-blowing. I would really love to know how they're achieving this. All right, we got some suggestions, so let's keep going here. So Jay has impressionist cat with blue feathers in the water. Alrighty. You guys are really giving it the oddball ones here, really flexing its imagination. Impressionist cat with blue feathers in the water. Go. And now Julia's. A tiger riding a tidal wave of bubbling lava. That one should be interesting. Yeah, true. You know, the good thing about an AI artist is it doesn't get bent out of shape when you criticize it. Oh, that's pretty. I like this one so far. Wow. Very cute. And some are kind of weird. That one looks like it's getting buried in the sand. All right. So take your votes right now, everybody. Number 1, number 2. God, please don't choose number 2. Number 3 or number 4 for the blue cat. Which one do you want to see? Or also, if you just want to see variations on one of these, let me know. Maybe we can do variations of, say, this one or one of the ones that you like. And we can. So we're getting a 3 and we're getting a 1. So let's try, I'm going to upscale 3. I'll get variations on 1 and 3 because this one kind of looks like a cross-eyed rodent here. But so let's do a variation on 1. And then we'll upscale, we'll get a variation on 3. And we'll also upscale 3 directly. Variations of 3 and 3 for sure. Yeah, okay. So I'm doing both of those variations and upscaling 3. So while that's working in the process, now let's go on to the tiger. A tiger riding a tidal wave of bubbling lava. Okay. I see tigerishness and lava-ishness and tidal waveness, sort of. So we'll probably want variations of these, maybe. I don't know. This one's kind of interesting. Which one do you guys think? And should we do a variation of it? So again, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Let me know. So this is for the tiger, lava tiger. Variations on 1. 1. I'm agreeing so far. I think V1. So everybody seems to think this one. I think that one is probably the coolest too. Yeah. Okay, we'll give variations on 1. And just for laughs, we'll upscale 1 as well directly. See what it comes up with. All right, let's see if it's processed any of our... Whoa. That cat's got too many eyeballs. It's like a peacock cat. Now also keep in mind when it's finished upscaling any of these, that's a bit creepy. So if we don't like that, we think it's too detailed now, which I kind of think, because it's almost like, I guess it's seeing feathers as peacock and did peacock-ish design on it or something. I don't know. But if we want, we can upscale redo, and it'll pull back some of the detail on this one, so it'll make it a little more blurred out. That is pretty wild though, huh? Again, it's got the robot signature down at the bottom. The peacock cat is born. That's totally the title. The peacock cat the peacock swamp cat. So I think this one is probably going to be better. Do 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 do. 88, 92. They opened this up for public beta maybe a few days ago, so it's a little slower than it normally was because I guess there's a lot of people hitting the server. So that one is, I mean, it's still a little crazy looking, but I think that one's maybe a little more normal looking. Although I do kind of like the peacock version as well. Yeah, I agree, Jay. It's just crazy. I think it's totally useful too. You know, because you can keep getting variations and zeroing in on kind of the concept you want by adding more words and keep picking variations of things that are closer and closer to the one you want. So I think you can actually really get useful, you know, images from this, either starting images or, you know, the real thing. Yeah, totally. You can blend those in Photoshop. How large is the max size? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's get a max size of peacock cat. Let's see what happens. In the meantime, let's look at our other things. So this was the other variations. We asked for variations on that same one. Yeah, I don't know. I think that may be a dump site. This may be a lake in New Jersey, you know, because we do have a lot of toxic waste sites here in New Jersey. This one is a sad little thing, huh? Crazy. And let's see. Yeah, so those were the variations. These are variations on that other one. So these were variations on, I think this, on number 1 here. Cute. This one, yeah, it does look like a cat ate the peacock. Not amused. All right, let's see what the, it's still upscaling in max. So in the meantime, let's move on to our tiger one. So this was our lava surfing tiger thing, which is really pretty cool. I quite like that one just the way it is. Let's look at the variations of it as well. So these are other variations. I kind of like the original for the tiger. Yeah, I don't know. It's like tiger shaped. Yeah, I think I like this one. I mean, he does need a tiger face, but you know, he's a lava tiger. He doesn't need a face. Maybe he got burnt off. You like the variations of the tiger one? Do you have a particular one, Darja, you want that you like best of these variations? If you want, I'll upscale one of them. So this is number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. So if you like one of these, Darja, then, or anybody really, then I'll upscale one of these as well. me 1 second here, guys. And I'll see what that stuff renders, Midjourney, and where's my kitty cat one? There it is. And the size is, okay, the size is 1664 by 1664. I think you can define a resolution though, so I think you can give it a width and a height if you want. So if you're aiming for a certain width and height, you can do that with dash dash width and dash dash height. But yeah, by default, the max, it's maxing at 1664 by 1664. So that's it in all of its high quality, super detailed scariness. Drowned cat, rat, peacock, swamp thing in high res. Number 2, Darja? Okay, no problem. Number 2, coming up. Uh-oh, I broke something. Hopefully they didn't take this down. Sometimes they take it down for a few minutes to upgrade the back end. Waiting to start. Okay, it's kicking up again. Probably just a lot of people at once hitting the server. All right, anybody else have some text you want to type in? If not, I'll try something else in the meantime. All right, we'll try a mermaid at the beach in the moonlight. Photo. How often do I stream, Darja? Once every couple of months. I've only done 2 so far. This is only the second one I've ever done in my life. I just do them when I find something that's kind of interesting to live stream. So definitely no no set schedule. I post them on the Discord servers though, a day or so ahead of time. So hopefully you can catch the next one. But yeah, I don't stream regularly at all. Candy Mountain with strawberry ice cream hills and a chocolate lake with raining marshmallows. Wow. So hashtag diabetes. Ah, Sacred Sage. That's a bummer, man. So when it crashed, I guess you hadn't saved recently or something. I don't know how that works. You would hope it has autosave kind of stuff. I wouldn't think a crash would have lost work. Maybe that's right, because you're doing programming, right? That sucks. That's crap. It's 7:30. Can you believe we've been on for an hour and a half already? That's nuts. Time flies when you're having fun making creepy swamp cat pictures. Oh, happens frequently when dealing with movies. I gotcha. And autosave doesn't work. That's a bummer. All right, I'm going to copy Julia's thing here and have it start working on it while we look at the other stuff. Imagine. It's Big Rock Candy Mountain. All right, in the meantime, let's look at our other good stuff. Okay, so this Darja was your upscaled version of the variation. That is kind of cool. It's pretty wild looking. I would probably clean it up a little bit in Photoshop, maybe make this look a little bit more like a tiger face profile just by using like a warp brush and mushing it around a little bit, but I think otherwise it'd look like a really pretty cool picture. I guess he's like sneezing lava out of his nose. Yeah. Here's our mermaid. So here's our mermaid at the beach in the moonlight photo choices. That's actually pretty cool. I kind of like one, I think. I have a feeling these are going to look really scary when we upscale them. But, so which ones do you like? So for the mermaid, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking maybe 1 and 2. What do you guys think? 1 and 2, yep. Julia. Yeah. Got the art eye. 1 for Guru. All right, I'll get those rolling. 1 and 2. So while they're upscaling, we'll look at Candy Mountain with strawberry ice cream hills and a chocolate lake with raining marshmallows. Yeah, sure. Pretty much. Even got a chocolate lake. It's pretty close to what you wanted. That's neat. All right, Julia, so this was yours. Do you have a favorite? 1, 2, 3, or 4? And you can also, if you want me to do a variation, just tell me to do a variation of one of these, and we can check those out. 1 and 3? Yeah, I agree. 1 and 3. All right, let's do 1 and 3. This is fun. It's like choose your own adventure art. Keep in mind, even when we upscale one of these, we can then ask for more variations of it if we want. You know, we can keep going with it. V4, huh? You want variations of 4? 1 and 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. 4 is the one I like also. I want to upscale that one and variations of it. I don't know how to count. Okay, here's one of our upscaled mermaids. Yeah, again, something happened in the water and she may have gotten a little mutated. Kind of scary. For laughs, I may ask for variations of this and see if it can come up with one that's a little more normal. We'll see. Yeah, creepy mermaid. Here was the other one. I think that one looks pretty cool. Still not exactly sure of her biology, but like I'm not quite sure where that belongs, but that looks kind of cool. I think some of these, if you just clean them up a little in Photoshop, they look pretty sweet. This one's still upscaling. Tasty. Mountains o' candy. It's Willy Wonka. It's Wonka Land. Yummy. I don't know if the clouds are quite marshmallowy enough, but I'll take it. So that's not a chocolate lake. It's a chocolate mountain instead. But we did get more marshmallowy looking clouds. Pretty cool. Which one do I like? These are yummy looking. Kind of like number one. So these are our variations. To see if we can get the anatomy a little closer. Maybe that one. It's like it's compositing and doesn't know quite. It's like, since it's mixing a mermaid in, it doesn't know quite which way the body parts of the body are pointing. Like this one looks like she's pointing backwards and then frontwards and then sidewards and maybe number one. Crazy. Yeah, for real, Darja. I mean, this is kind of neat to just, especially when you're thinking of abstract ideas, like, and you want to put that into an image. It's kind of, you can kind of use this as inspiration, I guess, to, nail down something you want to use that's more of a nebulous concept. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty creepy. These are yummy though. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy. If anybody else has any thing you want to try, let me know. I'll plug it in. I'm just kind of going off of you guys. I know, it's tasty looking, isn't it? That's yummy. You dive right in. So that one's not too bad. You know, I bet you if you did like took the detail back out of it, it might be fine. Yeah, definitely Darja. I mean, you always need the human touch. But I just find it just amazing that a computer can generate these things, and that they are any kind of sensical, especially when we type in something like this, you know, that there's probably nothing it can pull from as direct reference. You know what I mean? Like, where's it finding a chocolate lake from and a candy mountain? Like maybe a candy mountain, but chocolate lake, and it knows to make the water. I mean, it looks like water, right? And it's actually, you know, reflective and everything, and it's chocolate colored. You know, like this one, it's actually rippling and everything. That's amazing to me. Just blows my mind. Steampunk robot reading a book. Awesome. That would be cool. I'm looking forward to that one. So here's our mermaid. So yeah, I mean, her arms are, you know, a little creepy. I mean, maybe mermaids are kind of mystical, creepy creatures. It's NFT worthy. I mean, there's probably somebody out there who would buy this. Again, I think in Photoshop you could probably clean it up just a little bit, just push her joints, her arms back into the position, and maybe fill in the hair. I would just fill in more of the hair over here to make it look like she's, you know, looking out over the ocean, and then you're just looking at the back of her head, and you probably have a pretty nice image. Yeah, exactly, Julia, just the arms. All right, so here is a steampunk robot reading a book. It's totally a steampunk robot reading a book. Look at that. That's amazing. I mean, come on. I could spend all day and not get a picture like that. I kind of like all of them too. I mean, this one looks like he's on a shelf next to a book. And this one's looking like a bookmark. But these two are very cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Do you guys have any favorites? Which ones do you want? Do you want to see one or more of these upscaled? So this would be 1, this would be 2, this would be 3, and this would be 4. So let me know and we'll upscale these. Yeah, I like him in all of them. He's kind of a similar character in all of these. Christina says 3. Anybody else have a vote? 3 or 4? So one of these two. Kind of makes sense as far as a robot reading a book. Both of these kind of look like that. Excuse me. Let's make it angry. So that was that one. Upscale 3. Try it again. Doesn't like it when you hammer a bunch of them all at once, apparently. This is cool. This is going to look cool. The neat thing is, as it's dreaming it, you can click on it and you can see different variations as it's doing it. That is so cool. He's even got a bookshelf behind him. That's so wild. He's just chilling out. He's on like a beanbag, lounging around, reading a book. Waiting to finish. Yeah, these are really nice, Julia. I agree. So cool. Okay, it finished them. So look at that. So not only did it cobble together a steampunk robot, but also managed to put it, you know, as if it's reading a book, and had the idea of a bookshelf in the background, because, you know, you're not telling it what to put in the background or what the environment is or anything like that. So it's just filling in what it thinks maybe it should be. So if it's reading a book, maybe there's a bookshelf behind it. It's pretty cool. It's just amazing. I like it. It is pretty cool, isn't it, Darja? So wild. So I think we're going to wrap this up soon because it's been almost 2 hours. It's a lot of fun. We might have to actually do this again or something. But you know, probably got to do other things with our lives. Was Chris streaming? I thought he was streaming today. Let's find out. Give me 1 second. Let me look up Chris's thing here. Chris. Oh, he went on. So Chris is on live on Twitch. He's still live right now. So if you guys want to bounce on over there, go hang out with Chris now, doing Blender stuff, then I would suggest doing that because he's a real cool guy and is good at Blender, and you'll learn stuff. Yeah, get a good night's sleep, Christina, and it was awesome to see you again. It's nice to see you in the chat and popping up on these streams. I'm glad you're out and about and hopefully doing well. I know it's great to see you again. All right, everybody, I think we're ending it. So where is my fancy thing? Since you are good, I'll give you... You want to be famous? Do you? There you go, buddy. Say hi. Say hi to everybody, kitty. There we go. It's the Roberta, everybody. In all her glory. He's a sweetie. Okay. Your fame is over, kitty. Say bye. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Roberta says bye, too. I'll catch you guys later. Cheers. By the way, here's your tea and biscuits for sticking to the end.